Moore's law is named by Gordon Moore, the co-founder of Fairchild Semiconductor and Intel. Moore's law is an observation and projection of an historical trend and not a physical or natural law. It is used in the semiconductor industry to guide long-term planning and to set targets for research and development. The terms of virtuous circles refer to complex chains of events that reinforce themselves through a feedback loop. Both circles are complex chains of events with no tendency towards equilibrium. The circles cycle from more infrastructure, economies of scale, lower cost, reduced price, more customers, more usage to more infrastructure. The radio spectrum, which includes both licensed and unlicensed frequencies, that has been defined worldwide in 3 regions. Some frequency bands are used for the same purpose in all 3 regions, while others differ. A disposable computer is a small data processing device with input and output, memory, and communication capabilities. The device is intended to be used for a limited time period of number of users and then discarded. Disposable network computers can be embedded in almost anything in our environment, leading to an envisioned future situation. Radio frequency identification attached to an automobile during production can be used to track its progress through the assembly line. It can also be tracked through warehouse and implanting RFID microchips in livestock, and pets allow for positive identification of animals. Radio frequency identification attached to an automobile during production can be used to track its progress through the assembly line. It can also be tracked through warehouse and personal computers is a multi-purpose computer which size, capabilities, and price make it feasible for individual use. It can only be used by a person at the same time. It's not like mainframe and supercomputer. There are a lot of software programs, so users need not to write their own programs to make any use of computers. Server is a computer program that provides a service to another computer programs. There are web server, application server, mail server, and file server. Clusters is a set of loosely or tightly connected computers that work together. The components of a cluster are usually connected to each other through fast local area networks. They are usually developed to improve performance and availability of a single computer. Mainframe computers are used primarily by large organizations for critical applications, bulk data processing such as census, industry and consumer statistics, enterprise resource planning and transaction processing. Mainframes is larger and have more processing power than mini-computers, servers, workstations, and personal computers. Supercomputers is the most powerful computers and with a high level of performance, and is measured in floating point operations per second. Supercomputers is normally used for a wide range of computationally intensive tasks in various fields, including quantum mechanics, weather forecasting, climate research, and physical simulations. The term x86 came into being because the names of several successors to Intel's 8086 processors end in 86. The architecture has been implemented in processors from Intel, Cyrix, AMD, VIA, and many other companies. The basic purpose of cache memory is to store program instructions that are frequently referenced by software during operation. The level 1 cache instructions increase the overall speed of the software program and is usually embedded in the processor alternative system bus interconnecting the cache to the CPU. Pentium is the brand used for a series of x86 architecture-compatible microprocessors produced by Intel since 1993. Pentiums are the highest performance implementations of the architecture. Pentiums include i3, i5, i7, i9, and Xeon. Multimedia extension is a single instruction multi-data instruction set designed by Intel in 1997. MMX provides only integer operations and speeds up some digital signal processing applications. To maximize performance, programmers often use the processor in one mode or the other to differ the relatively slow between them. SSE is designed by Intel in Pentium 3 series of processors, which work on single precision floating point data. It supports floating point math and become more popular. It can also increase performance, such as the same operations are to be performed on multiple data objects. A core is the heart of the CPU. Core to door is a single computing component with two or more independent actual CPU. Manufacturers integrate the cores onto a single integrated circuit die or multiple dies in a single chip package. Multiple cores means that it can run multiple instructions at the same time to increase overall speed for programs. Xeon is a brand of x86 microprocessors designed by Intel and targeted at the non-consumer workstation and server. It is same as regular desktop CPU, but have some advanced features such as higher core larger amount of RAM, and a larger cache memory. Xeon is designed to work faster with the Level 1 and Level 2 cache. It is a family of reduced instruction set computing architectures for computer processors, configured for various environments. It also designs cores that implement this instruction set and license this design to a number of companies that incorporate those core designs into their own product. It is based on an enhanced RISC architecture that combines a rich instruction set with the 32 general-purpose working registers. The architecture supports high-level language efficiency as well as extremely dense assembler code programs. It also provides any numbers of external and internal interrupts. The metric system is an internationally adopted decimal system of measurement. It is used to measure everything such as a sack of flour, the height of a person, a tank of petrol, and the speed of a car.